What's up, tech enthusiasts? Welcome back to the RA Visuals YouTube channel. I know it's been a little while. I'm sorry, guys. I've been busy. But today we're going to go ahead and dive into some more tech. And we got something special for you. So Gamdias was nice enough to send us over their new Neso P1 dual chamber panoramic PC case that's turning heads around the world of PC building. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and find out why.
With VIP-URCDKEY, you can install and activate Windows for only 16 bucks.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It's fast, easy, and 100% legit. You can now enter my new promo code for 2023, RAV25, which will now save you 25% on your purchase. So get rid of that Windows activation watermark and get your system activated today. It also works for Windows 11 as well. Check the links in the description.
Now, at first glance, the Neso P1 is a feast for the eyes with its panoramic design. But it's not just about looks here. The Neso P1 is also a versatile beast. It can house a bunch of various motherboards in different sizes, bunches of different CPU coolers, and all sorts of graphics cards. Now, you need a lot of cooling as well. Well, it can support up to 11 fans with multiple size and placement options. And for storage, it's ready for both HDDs and SSDs, which of course, we suggested you use SSDs by these days standards, of course. Now let's talk about that really awesome panoramic design. This isn't your standard case, as you guys can see. You can set it up also vertically, or the coolest thing, you can lay it down horizontally for a super unique look. Now, honestly, a lot of people joked about it on the internet, saying that it looked like a toaster oven, but honestly, guys, it's just a cool little feature that adds to your experience and can kind of let you just put whatever you want into it and kind of make it look however you want. And it also has these really awesome barn doors that kind of open in the front that make it very easy to get inside your build and also, showcase your parts or change something out if you ever need to. Now, the Neso P1 also stands out with that trapezoidal shape that we talked about and its flexible GPU mounting option. So it should come vertical mounting ready, but there are some little caveats to that, and we'll talk about that later. And if you're looking for build quality, the quality of this case is very solid. It's made of very thick steel with reinforced hinges, and there was nothing super cheap that I could find. Now, with all that in mind, you guys are probably wondering about the price. The Neso P1 is priced at $189, and it's kind of offers some hard to beat value at this price range, considering other cases like this are easily priced above $200 if you want to get a case that looks like this or one that has the same type of features. Now, with all the tech specs out of the way, let's go ahead and actually build in this case and get a feel for it. So like the title of the video states, I decided to rip all the parts out of my own gaming PC again and swap them into this case to give my gaming PC build a fresh look. It was actually very pleasing of a build process, and it actually went very smoothly. Thankfully, since I just changed my case not too long ago. But hey, you know what? This is what we do around here, so I actually had a lot of fun with it. As far as the parts that I use in this build, if you guys haven't seen my gaming PC build, what I have here is an AMD X570 platform utilizing the ASRock X570 Taichi motherboard. And for the CPU, we have the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D with 96 gigs of Kingston Fury Renegade RAM. And cooling the Ryzen 7 is a Corsair 360mm H150i Elite Capellix AIO. And along with that, I have a total of 9 Corsair ML120 RGB fans in the build, so we'll really be able to get an idea of cooling and the noise that this system will give off once we get it built. And to power this system, I have a Corsair RM850X power supply, and as far as my storage goes, I have multiple 1 and 2 terabyte Kingston Fury Renegade NVMe SSDs installed on the motherboard that I use. And lastly, the GPU powering this build is the PNY RTX 4070 Ti Accelerate Edition. This is a very cool looking GPU, and it is especially cool when mounted vertically, which I plan to do, but I ran into a little snag with it. It wasn't able to make it happen, and I'll explain why that is when we get to the shortcomings of this case down here in the end of the video. Anyway, I got everything into the case, and I have to say I really enjoyed building in it. It offered a bunch of space for cables, and honestly, I just crammed everything in there at the end, as I have an ungodly amount of RGB wiring going everywhere, and there's no real way to cable manage it to make it look pretty, so I always appreciate a case that just lets me kind of shove stuff in there and then close the back panel. And then once everything was finished, I powered on the system and finally got to look at the final product of this case, which really gives you a spectacular view of your system. Check it out. All right, guys, let's talk about performance. So performance-wise, the Neso P1 is really good for my setup I got right here. So it keeps the CPU and the VRM temperatures super low and really nice under load, and my GPU has also remained at great temperatures under load, and even while at idle, as you see right here, there's nothing wrong with it at all, and nothing that would cause a red flag. And if you guys can hear it, it's idling right now. You're actually probably hearing my other PC that's right here because the fans are actually a lot louder on that one. This one, I can actually, you know what, guys? Why not? Let's just open it. I can open it right up, stick the microphone in here, and while it's on at idle, you can't hear anything. It's pretty awesome. A lot of that has to do right there with my fans that I use and everything, but like when everything's shut, you can't hear anything. The temperatures are awesome. So it really just depends on what fan configuration you do have inside of this case, because you gotta remember, it does not come with any fans stock. You gotta buy them yourself. I have some Corsair ML120s, like I said, a total of 9 of them. And yeah, my configuration for cooling is I got 3 intake fans here at the bottom pulling air in, and then I got 6 that are exhausting. This one is mainly going just from my AIO. It's pushing air into the AIO to cool it and provide cooling to the CPU. So really we got 3 intakes, 3 exhausts, and that one is just for the AIO. So mainly the cool air needs to go to your GPU for the most part, because this is taken care of, the CPU is taken care of by the AIO in this configuration. So again, may not be the most optimal configuration for cooling, but for me, it works really well and the case is performing awesome. Now let's talk about the only real setback I encountered with this case. So I wanted to mount my GPU vertically, like I stated before, and this case does come with the mounting locations to make that happen, but they do not include the necessary hardware for it. What I mean by that is the PCIe bracket that allows you to bend it in place for vertical mounting. I believe this is something that you'd have to buy as an extra, maybe directly from Gamdias, because I tried to do it with my bracket that I already had from Cooler Master. It looks like this thing right here, and this one did not work. It did not line up with the mounting holes that are on the bottom of the case. So unfortunately, I was not able to make that happen, and that was kind of a bummer for me, as it would have looked a lot cooler if I was able to do that. All right, everybody, in conclusion, I gotta say the Gamdias Neso P1 is definitely a compelling choice for PC enthusiasts because it is adaptable, aesthetically fresh, and it offers commendable build quality and thermal performance. And yes, there was that one setback for me in particular, but its unique design and competitive price make it a standout choice for people that want a very cool looking case that's super easy to get into. And I gotta say, me personally, one of my favorite features is the fact that those doors just open wide in the front, making it really easy to get inside the case, and will make future upgrades very simple for me or anybody else that uses this case. Okay guys, so that's all there really is to it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this rebuild video of my PC again. So what do you guys think of the case? Is this the case that maybe you've been waiting for? Is it finally a case that's different from the 011 dynamic that maybe will get you to kind of go away from that style and go to this style? Let me know down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you guys and see what you guys have to say about it. But also, if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys know what to do. Make sure you guys give it a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you enjoy content like this and you want to see more, because guys, I know it's been a little while, my life's been crazy, but I'm gonna get back as soon as I can. So if you guys want to stick around and hang out with me, I'd love to have you here. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys next time.